Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Nikki. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full face review of Benefit Cosmetics. Full disclosure, I do work for Benefit inside Ulta, just so that's known before we even get started. This is unbiased. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you. If I lose my job, my bad. But this is just how I feel. So we're going to go over some stuff today. So if you want to see my thoughts and my opinions and how we got to here, keep watching. So yeah, let's dive in. So we're going to be starting out with the professional, and I did kind of take notes and then I gave up. So I'm going to start out with the professional. I'm sure you guys have all seen or used this or what have you, so we're just going to dive in with that. I'm going to apologize now because my skin's going through a little bit of a transformation. I found out I've been doing my skincare routine a little wrong, so there's that. So this is oil-free. It's a natural matte finish and helps makeup stay put, and it complements all skin tones according to the website. So this one works pretty well for me because I have pores the size of the Grand Canyon. So I just take a beauty blender and pat it all in. And it's probably one of the better ones that I've used. I switch back and forth between this one and the Too Faced Hangover because sometimes I get a little dry. I'm going to be using the Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation. I have used this once. I probably could have gone with a shade up from this one. This is the shade 1. We're going to be a little pale, but we'll fix it. So this says that it is... Happiness is a brighter, hydrated, flawless-looking complexion. This medium coverage liquid foundation feels lightweight, looks natural, and is virtually undetectable on skin. It's foundation. You're going to notice. It contains photochromic pigments that instantly adapt to brighten skin in any lighting, natural or artificial. Flower acids to help boost radiance, and hyaluronic acid to attract moisture to the skin surface and help maintain hydration. So I wore this for a full day, and I noticed, again, it's a foundation you're going to notice right away that you're wearing foundation. So the claim of it being virtually undetectable on skin is kind of a stretch, but it does have a nice finish. You do look a little, I don't want to say oily. Dewy? Is dewy the right word? I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and apply that to our foundation brush. And we're going to put it all over the face. Like I said, it's probably a little light for me. If there was like a shade in between 1 and 2, I probably would be that, but they don't have one. And I feel like this shade 2 is a little yellow, if I'm being quite honest. Like, yes, when it says it gives like an undetectable, I guess you can kind of say that it is a little bit, but again, it's foundation, you can see it. Who are we kidding? I wish this would hide like the fact that I've been tired for 20 years, but I do like that it's medium coverage because I don't feel like I need a full coverage because full coverage is a little excessive sometimes. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and go over everything like I always do, just to really pat it into the skin. And then I'm just going to apply some to our neck because we're a dude and I have really bad skin and I break out really bad when I shave. I don't know if you should probably do this, but I do it because I just really like to make sure that all the spots that you're going to see are covered. I even like do the back of my neck because I'm weird. But we don't like having a line. We're not James Charles.
Girl, the shade of it all.
Okay, so that's done. Moving on to Cakeless Concealer, which I've used in, I think, one of my previous videos, I'm just going to read again from the website. This multitasking full coverage liquid concealer hides it all, from dark under eye circles to blemishes and discoloration. Yet it feels lightweight and doesn't cake or crack. The cushion tip creates a smoother than smooth application and blends seamlessly for a long wear waterproof coverage. So this claims to be 24-hour long wear, waterproof, but yeah. So I will attest that it is waterproof. because when I wash my face with just my hands, I always have just my concealer left. But like I said before, I think I used this before, but yes, a little bit of this goes a very long way, so you don't need to go like crazy with it. And I did, so whatever. As far as it not looking cakey, I feel like it kind of does it first until it really sets down into the skin. And again, this is shade 1. I probably could have done it 2. Pale as pale can be. But it really makes you look awake. So there's that. So yeah, I just feel like it, like you can kind of like, it does look a little cakey at first, but once, like I said, once it really sets into the skin, you really can't notice it. So I don't believe they have a setting powder, so I'm just going to go in with my, you know, my usual Hydra Mist Set and Fresh by Becca. And I really feel like the combination of the Cakeless and this just really work together. But yeah, so no, I've been using this for a month, and I really like it, so I definitely recommend it. So now we're going to go into the Hoola. Okay, so Benefit's award-winning Hoola bronzer is now available in 4 sensational shades. So all the shades feature the same soft blendable formula and matte finish that made the original Hoola a cult favorite. The entire Hoola bronzer collection ranges from light to deep, so you can sweep on a natural looking bronze. Comes complete with a built-in mirror and powder brush for a sunless, seamless application. Now, I don't like the brush that comes with it, and the reason why I say that is because I feel like it picks up too much, and then you're blending forever. So I just use like this is a powder brush, but I use it for my Hoola, so whatever. I love this formula, and I love this shade for me. It might not be for everyone, but it really works because I don't want to... I've used contour in the past. The Cover FX one was really like my go-to favorite one, but I felt like that one was just really like muddy looking on me after you trying this for the first time. So I made the switch to this because this just really, like, look at that, like it just looks so nice on my skin. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know, toot my own horn, but like it really just looks nice. It doesn't make me look like death. So I kind of take it up just a little bit higher, especially like right around that contour, since it is a little bit lighter than I want it to be. But this just works for me. Let me just go a little bit right here just to kind of give me some more color. Boom, done with that part. I got this as well. This is the blush bar. So this has California, Gold Rush, Dandelion, Hoola. So I have an extra Hoola now, woo, and Rocketeer. So it's got your mixtures of everything. I've kind of tried these the last couple days. I'm not really sure what shade is right for me. I kind of really like Gold Rush. I think it's really pretty, but for this video we're going to use California, just so you can kind of see it a little better. Now the nice thing about this palette is like these are super blendable, and they're really pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot. And that was just like that little bit that I put in on the brush, like there's barely anything there. Now, I know... So this is the Cookie highlighter. This is a Golden Pearl Super Silky highlighter. And it comes with the same brush that comes with the Hoola. It comes with one of these. Like I said, these are nice. They're not my favorite. Like, they're really smooth, really soft, but I prefer my own brush. So this is the Cookie highlighter. This was, I believe, in their cheerleader, and they made them individuals. I believe this is limited time. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. So this is, it's just really pretty. It's just like a pinky, pearly, it says golden pearl, but to me that looks pink. Whatever, I don't know. And I always spray my highlight brush with setting spray because we know how much I like my highlights. Like, it's just really pretty. It looks more like silver on me. I don't know why they call it gold. I don't know, but it's really pretty though. So overall my thoughts are this is really pretty. You could probably find something similar for cheaper, but if you're like a Benefit diehard, like I've become, I really can't see myself using much anything else other than, like, you know, the Jeffree Star highlighters, which are my favorite, hands down. Still use that every other day. I've been trying to use more Benefit now that I work for them. Like I said, I do work for Benefit, so that's full disclosure. Like I said, non-biased, giving you my honest opinion on everything. So, yes, the foundation looks great. Again, I don't like the claim that it looks virtually undetectable, because you're wearing foundation. You can notice I'm wearing foundation. I mean, maybe not in person, who knows? I could be wrong, but it's good. I'm not mad at it. The bronzer, I love. You probably could find a comparable one for cheaper, but I just personally like that one now. I don't know why I hadn't tried it sooner. It's a beautiful shade, and I really feel for my complexion and my like how pale I am, it really just gives me that like I go outside during the day, which I don't. Now, I'm sure these brushes would be like really good if you were like trying to contour your nose, so just for the fun of it, I'm going to do that. I know we don't contour my nose in this house. Okay, I lied. It's probably not the best choice, but we've already committed, so. I can find my powder brush. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'm not a big contour your nose kind of person, because such is life. Alright, so brow products. I am going to be using the same ones I always do. The Goof Proof, the Precisely, and Gimme Brow. And I did start putting this into my routine as well, the 24-hour brow setter. If you're using the Gimme, you don't necessarily need this, but I like this because I have some wild hairs right here in the front, and I really like to control where they're going. So I make sure that I use this at the end. We'll put that aside. And I have everything pulled up. So I always start with the Goof Proof. So this is available in 12 shades. It's 12-hour waterproof formula. It's very easy to fill and shape brows, and it gives beautiful brows on the first try. I'm just not reading everything, I'm just kind of reading some of the points here. So it features a custom non-sharpened goof-proof tip, soft color, and glide-on formula for easy and fast brow filling. Comes complete with built-in blending spoolie, brush, and signature tips and tricks. So almost, actually, I believe all the products that for Benefit come with little booklets, and if you read them, they actually tell you different things you could do with them. Like, I know the blush bar came with like a whole booklet on different ways you can apply some of the things and how to apply the different shades in here, which I thought was awesome. Do I agree with all of them? No, but again, if you're a beginner, they're great. So I'm just going to do my normal routine, and I'm just going to take the spoolie and kind of shape my eyebrows down where I want them. And then we'll start filling them in with the Goof Proof. They go in with the Precisely, the Gimme Brow, and then the 24-hour setter. And I'll kind of read each point on each one as I'm using it. That easy. Now, since I'm on brows, and while I'm doing this, I believe it was, I'll pop it up and somewhere on the screen, but Melissa asked if it was really worth paying for the prices to go to the Ulta Brow Bar. I say yes, and the reason why I say yes is because we take our time and map out your brows so you can see the shape that you're going to get before you get the shape, which is really, really nice, which I don't know why I never thought to do that before, but it's quite frankly become one of my favorite like things to do. So like I wax my own eyebrows because it's too hard for me to commit to someone because like schedules and stuff, and I'm overly picky, so it's just easier for me to do my own so someone doesn't have to waste 45 minutes doing mine. You can ask my friends who used to do them. They hated doing it because I'm that. So I just stick to doing my own so no one has to have an aneurysm. So yeah, back to the question. Is it really worth it? Yes, it is worth it. It's worth it because again, we take our time. You're getting a full pamper treatment. You get your eyebrows filled at the end. You get concealer products put on. We replace anything we took off. Now, if you weren't wearing makeup, I don't know if we could like do a full look on you, but some Ultas might, some might not. Because we don't always necessarily have time to do like a full face. That's what we have the MAC people for the salon, which they're great. So now I'm taking the Precisely, and I'm going to read that too. Probably boring you all to death, but that's okay. So this is also available in 12 shades. It twists up. You don't need to sharpen it, and it's got a built-in spoolie. Now, mine doesn't, but that's because I bought the kit. But this is a full size. But the other, like the normal full sizes have like the bottom part with the spoolie. That's fine. I don't mind because I have this one, and I have like 5 different brushes with a spoolie on it. It's also waterproof. Do you need this? when you're using goof proof? Probably not. Unless you're like me and you really like that like fine detail. Like I really like to kind of go in and really define and really draw in, which you don't have to do. But you see how this like gets kind of wild over here? Like it just kind of does whatever it wants. That's why I like the 24-hour setter. Like you don't need it, but you need it. If that makes sense. You don't need it, but you need it. But I just like that detail. Where to like, I want it to look a little bit more real, but obviously like you know my brows don't look like this normally because you see me without makeup. Okay, so now that we got that done, I'm gonna go in with my gimme brow once I pick that up. Okay, so this, I have been saying like if I was stranded somewhere and I could take only one makeup item with me or 3, this would be number 1. Not that you're gonna see me because I'm stranded on an island, but like, this is my everything. So this volumizes, tames, and tints brows. It's natural looking and buildable, water resistant, and long wear. So it's got the same cult favorite Gimme Brow. Oh, it's got updated ingredients, which I don't know what those are because it doesn't say. But it makes them look thicker too. So it just really kind of packs in like, again, more detail. So for me, I just like to go a little bit right in the front, just to kind of fill in a little bit more so you can kind of see. But just again, do you see how like that brow hair just kind of goes wherever it wants to? I take a little bit of the gimme and just kind of go over everything. I started doing the whole eyebrow with it because I noticed that it looked a little bit nicer when I was doing it that way. So then I just take this fully again. You don't need to do this step. I just do it because I have problems. Last step is the 24-hour setting. Now that, again, if you're already using the gimme, you don't need the 24-hour. Again, this is just my extra. It's not going anywhere. So this guy. It's a clear eyebrow gel. It's good for grooming and taming. It's got a custom dual-sided wand, so one side's like more, it's like a comb. You know, combs have like the wide tooth end and then the small tooth end at the other side. Grab those brow hairs that are being a little and pull them over. And then I really know that my eyebrows aren't going anywhere for the whole day. Now I know there's a whole controversy with people using Elmer's glue or the glue sticks or whatever. You live your best life. You don't want to pay $24 for this, and by all means, I have no judgment here. I thought that was pretty crafty. I would have never thought of that. So, the only eyeshadow palette we had in the store was a tester. I don't know if it's because we're not carrying that one anymore, or we're not carrying their eyeshadow palettes anymore at all. I know that we have them online, but when I ordered all of this, I forgot eyeshadow. So, to be cool, I'm going to use my blush palette. I'm going to go in with the Dandelion. This is good to know that, like, just so you know, your products are so, like, versatile. Like, you don't just have to use blush for blush. So now I'm just going to take Cookie. And again, you can take your highlighters and your blushes and use them as eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take Cookie. And I'm just going to put that on the inner corner. And kind of drag it over. And then I'm going to take the Hoola, which is the bronzer. And I'm going to place that right in here. So yeah, I mean, it's not like the boldest look, but it'll do. Like if you're just going for something natural and quick, like boom. You have your blush, you have your contour, you have your highlight, and your eyeshadow all in one. So now we're moving on to mascara. I have 2 different ones. I have the Bad Girl Bang and the Roller Lash. So this comes in 2 shades. It comes in black and blue. So this is 36-hour full blast volumizing mascara. Creates massive volume without weighing down lashes. The gravity-defying formula builds volume the more you layer. I don't know if I would layer it. I get kind of weird about layering my mascaras, but it might work for somebody else. So as far as the volumizing goes, yes. Water resistant. The moment water touches my face, it's everywhere. Again, just being honest, because that's what we're doing here. We're being very honest about a review. And non-biased. So that's what I was saying about it being, I was a little worried about layering it because I feel like it just gets a little clumpy. I normally use it, like I have shown you before in the past, I usually use clean one. Like, it's just a dried out mascara I've had forever, and I just use the brush to kind of clean it and separate, because like I don't know about all that, so it's a bit much, which is why I usually use the clean one. So now we're going to use the roller lash on the other side. Let's talk about the roller lash real quick. So this is water resistant and easy to remove. Again, the moment water touches it, it's literally everywhere for me. Easy to remove, yes. I do really like the hook on the handle of this. We've talked about this in one of my previous videos, so that's nice. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time with that. This, I didn't know it has a provitamin B5 serum. Ingredients known for lash conditioning. So that's nice. So now we're going to go ahead and apply that on the other side. So you just notice the difference there, like how much more volume I look like I have over here without barely trying. Okay, so I do also have the Bad Girl Bang 24-hour eye pencil. It's 24 hours, long wear, waterproof, transfer resistant, automatic no sharpen tip, built-in smudger. And it comes in 4 shades: pitch black, which is the one I have, deep brown, dark purple, and midnight blue. Now, as far as transfer goes, I don't know if that's 100% true. I mean, maybe on your hand, but for whatever reason, like when I get anything in like my waterline right here, in like a few hours, it's like kind of going down here, and that could just be me, not this liner, because it happens with my other one, the Sourmate True Line, which is like one of my favorite eyeliners. So that's probably just a me thing. So what I just started doing was I stopped taking it all the way over to the corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my waterline. As far as everything else, it does have a long wear. I do like that. It is waterproof, I do agree. But this has easily become one of my favorite eyeliners because it's so black. It stays on for a long time. I don't have an issue with it. I haven't played with the smudger. I did also get their Real, and this is the push-up liner. This is a gel liner. I really like it because I have a really hard time like getting a wing. I'm not going to do a wing because it's going to be excessive. But I will show you just how close it does get to your lashes. And this is like with minimal effort too. Like I'm just lightly kind of dashing it on. And this stuff is very, very long wear. I don't even need to read the thing to tell you that. I'm pretty sure that this has its own remover. This comes in 5 shades. Comes in black, purple, blue, green, and brown. Yeah, so this matte black gel formula is waterproof and won't smudge, budge, or dry out for 24 hours. I believe that. I truly believe that because it took me 3 different makeup removers to get this off. So if you're going to use it, be prepared for that. They don't have a setting spray that I'm aware of, so my trusty handy dandy Morphe. They do have other things that I did get. This is the It's Potent. It's the under eye cream. It's supposed to be to help reduce like the dark circles, you know, the bags under your eyes. Do I think it works? I'm sure it does, and if you like use it for a long time, it probably does. I've used it every night since I got it, so it's probably been, I want to say, a week now, and it's okay. It's not the best one I've used, but I mean, for $34, I think. Yeah, so it's potent. Your eyes can't keep a secret. They're the first to show signs of age and stress. Its Potent Eye Cream fades dark circles and helps smooth fine lines for brighter, younger-looking eyes. Contains a peptide complex known to help restore elasticity and firmness, a blend of hydrating botanical extracts known to help protect the skin from free radical damage. So it's moisturizing, pairs perfectly with concealer, great for daily use. So I've been using this daily, and I don't know if it's doing a whole lot. I do notice that my dark circles aren't as bad. That could be a combination of I'm changing up my skincare routine, switching into a couple different things. I found out that my charcoal face wash was actually doing more harm than good, which I thought was doing me some good because my acne's really calmed down over the last couple years that I've been using it. But you know how your body decides it likes something one day and then hates it the next. That's my problem. So It could be a mixture of that. I do switch between this one and it's a Clinique one. I think this is worth it if you're looking for something that's going to moisturize, and that's it. As far as the other claims, I haven't noticed a huge difference. I'm also using the Firm It Up. Now, I feel this doing something. I feel it like, I almost want to say it's like a tingle, but not really a tingle. It's kind of like, I don't know, but I can really feel it like right in here. And like I've noticed that like I get really, like I have really bad lines under this one eye specifically. And like it's gotten a lot better. So I'm noticing results already with this one. But like I said, this one's just nice if you want to put it under your concealer so it looks more moisturized. I should have put this on before I put on my concealer, but I already had an under eye cream on after I took my makeup off when I got home. So I also have two of their, I think these are just lip glosses. They're like tinted lip glosses, and I got two shades that I know I would use more often. This is pretty close to my lip color, but they're actually pretty cute. So this one's called Sugar Cookie, and this one's called Pink Berry. So I'm gonna use Sugar Cookie to kind of go with the eyes. Oh, they're both like really close to my lip color. But yeah, not super pigmented. So this is the first time I'm trying it. So honestly, so it doesn't feel sticky. Feels very moisturizing. Is it very pigmented? No. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented because of how like, and that could just be the packaging, but like even, no, because even when you squeeze it, it looks really pigmented. So I probably should have gone with a brighter color and not one so close to my lip color. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the Pink Berry over it, just to see if maybe this one has more pigment. And yes, if you're wondering how I put anything on with lip rings on, this is how I do it. Normally I kind of just push them to the side, but so yeah, this one's a little bit more pigmented, but I'm not mad at it now. So yeah, that's my full face using Benefit Cosmetics, minus two things. But I feel like overall, they have great price points, so I don't feel like they're excessive. Like I know that like the brow products were like in their 20s, in the 20 range, which I think are really nice. You know I'm obsessed with these, so these I have been using these since before I even thought about working for Benefit. They're great. Let's see, this I was using before, on and off, depending on how my skin was acting up. Really happy with this overall. Like these two, really happy with this. Again, you probably don't need this. I just got it because it had all the different blushes in it. Blushes and highlighters. And then the extra hula, since I really like the hula now. The formulas of these are really nice. Again, I feel like you could get more pigment from something just as expensive, if not cheaper. But we know how I feel. I prefer the Jeffree Star stuff. So I will always give you my honest opinion. If you're going to spend the money, just get the good stuff, the really good stuff, get the Jeffree Star. But if you really do, like I said, if you really are like a ride or die Benefit, then yeah, this is great for you. I could have probably gone without it. But like I said, it's nice to have all those shades and all those options, and like the booklet that comes with it's really cool. Like I said, all the products come with stuff. It's super easy. I'm not trying to sell you anything you don't need. I'm not trying to sell you anything at all. It's just my honest opinion. The concealer, like I said, has become my hands down favorite now. It's comparable to Shape Tape, but I find this one to be less drying. The Shape Tape looks kind of dry. On me, I also live in the Arctic tundra, so you don't want anything that's going to be matte. Otherwise, you're going to look horrible, because it's going to be really dry, and you're just going to look really cracky and really kind of ugh. But honestly, I'm really not as mad at this foundation the second time. The first time I wore it, I really, really wasn't happy with it, but I feel like it's worth it. If you can find your shade. I've heard so many people complain about this though, becoming like too yellow on them. And I can agree with them because like I've swatched it on so many different people and they all look so yellow. So I think they need to be reformulated or repigmented or something. So that would be my only thing. Please adjust that. Everyone would thank you so much, and I'd have such an easier time selling it. I want to like this. I do. I like the one, and thankfully I'm as white or like as pale as I am because it works for me. So again, this you could probably get something comparable for cheap, so you could do without that. It's one way or the other. I haven't found anything like this, and if I could suggest something, that would be great. I don't remember how much this is, but I'm sure it's like in the 20s as well. But like, I really just like how fine that is. Like, you can really get like a nice clean line with that. Like, that's crazy. And it stays on forever. Out of these two, I'm always going to pick this one. The Roller Lash has, like I said, become my favorite next to the Better Than Sex, but I've replaced the Better Than Sex with the Tarte Big Ego. So this has replaced the Big Ego. So that's trash. Just kidding. You probably could do without these. It looks nice, it feels comfortable, but again, the pigment's not really as much as I thought it was going to be. Again, I know one of these looked just like my skin or my lip color, so that was my own fault. I should have grabbed a different color that wasn't close, but I don't like to go too far out of my neutral, like my natural, like nudie colors, because that's kind of what I like. This is a must-have, and if it's not this brand, that's fine. And as long as you're using a primer under your foundation, I don't care. I like it a lot better than the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I had such a bad experience with that one. It just made everything look so greasy on my skin. And that's coming from me, someone who has dry to combination skin. It just made this whole area so much like more like your eye went right to here, so you could see every pore. And I applied it multiple different ways. I tried it with a sponge, a brush, my hands, you name it, I tried it. So yeah, that's my honest opinion about everything that we used today. So yeah, if you want to give them a try, good, awesome, great, do it. If not, don't, it's okay. I'm not going to judge one way or the other. This was just my review of a full face. Next time I'll buy an eyeshadow palette and we can do that. Sorry, my watch just told me I hit my step goal. I'm sitting here. So obviously moving my hands around counts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was really fun to kind of sit down and do like an all brand video. I've not gotten to do that yet. I like to use a little bit of everything from different brands because some brands make stuff better than others, which is why, you know, I was using the Hangover by Too Faced primer. And then I got this one and I really like this one and I've used this before and I got it again and I was like, I didn't really care for it before. Let me try it again, and now it just works for my skin. So my skin's changing. Every so many years, your body just changes a little bit. My skin's changing. I'm getting older. Don't tell anyone. I'm still 20. 21. Circle lines. Botox incoming. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. You know, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. You know, I love each and every single one of you. You know, for supporting me. That's great. You know, having, you know, the Twitter conversations, you know, people getting involved, you know, asking questions like today, like when Melissa asked about, is it worth it? It is. It's so worth it. I really do think we give you an experience, and that's not just because it's like tooting my own horn because I work there. Seriously, it's worth it. You gotta find, you know, everyone's got their, you know, hair person or nail person. You know, you gotta have a brow person too. So, you know, hi, I do brows, I do cell makeup, I do makeup. It's really fun. So yeah, leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you thought it was tell me it was I don't care. You know, I just appreciate you watching. Have a good one and we'll see you in the next one.